Sagittarius. Welcome to your love reading for June 2019. This is a reading for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising, focusing on love and romance. If you are a cross watcher watching, you're more than welcome to stick around. But I do have videos for June specifically for cross watchers. So if you want to check out the cross watcher video after this, you can click on the description and the link and it'll take you to those. Or if you're a Sagittarius and you're curious about another sign, you can check out the cross watcher videos and watch the cross watching video for whichever sign you're curious about. So love songs have been coming in my head, or songs in general, maybe not just love songs, have been popping in my head for the love readings for June. And for Sagittarius, I got, you'll have to forgive me, these are older songs, but these are just a bit one coming. Holding Out for a Hero by Bonnie Tyler. Some of you may be close to me in age. Some of you may have heard it before. I can't sing. I'm not a good singer. Plus, YouTube would probably ding me if I was, like, singing copyrighted songs and stuff. But this is what's weird. I've never seen the movie Footloose. But one of the other songs that pop up for one of the other signs, they're like, oh, that's from the Footloose movie. And I know that that song was on the soundtrack. So now I'm like, maybe I need to watch that movie. Maybe we all need to watch that movie. Maybe there's some kind of message in it. I don't know. But I'm going to try to find time sometime this week to watch it. But your song is Holding Out for a Hero by Bonnie Tyler. And that to me is a song sometimes when you get really frustrated with weak people. It doesn't necessarily mean to me that, like, you're needing rescuing. Maybe, like, you've been through a lot and you're like, I don't have time for this, weak energy, or people who are making excuses. That could be the case for some of you. After we look at these cards, I'm going to pull a love message for you from your soulmate, regardless of if you've met your soulmate yet or not, from a different deck, and we'll see what energy is coming in there as well. But you do have Knight of Cups, and this makes sense to me, Sagittarius. The fact that I got that energy with I need a hero, right? And you have Knight of Cups coming up as your first card. So this tells me, Sagittarius, somebody's trying to pull one over on you, maybe. Like, they're trying to come in and, like, romance you and flatter you and, like, impress you. And Sagittarius, you're just kind of like, or even if you're in an existing relationship and, like, the relationship maybe is kind of things that you're trying to talk about or work out. And this person just maybe trying to sweep things under the rug, or, entice you or romance you, maybe even seduce you in some way, into forgetting about the things that you're having an issue with. For me, Knight of Cups is like, oh, let me tell you how beautiful your eyes are. Let me pour you a glass of wine. Like, let me romance you. Let me just, oh, let's not talk about that right now. And oh, you're just like just the flattery and the just trying to get on your good side and sweep you off your feet. But when it comes down to a fight, or stuff gets real, Knight of Cups might not be the most reliable in that situation, or he might not be the best fighter. He might not be the best protector. Not putting Knight of Cups down, right? But Knight of Cups is a lover and he's not a fighter. And some of you are like, look, I don't need to be with a belligerent person, but I want someone who's going to be fighting for the relationship. I want somebody who can, like, stand up and defend me if there's a situation like that. I want somebody who's just not going to be weak or giving up on situations or leaving me to figure everything out. And it doesn't matter if you're male or female, Sagittarius, this still applies. Some of you are just in this energy where you don't want to have to be the one to fix things all the time. You want to be with a badass person. Like, you're realizing, Sagittarius, how badass you are, and that's the energy that you're coming into with this love energy for June. Like, I'm a badass and I want somebody who's gonna be like me, right? And so the person that you're dealing with might be showing up in this Knight of Cups energy. Some of you might be dating a water sign, or a water sign that feels a little bit younger to you, or maybe feels a little less experienced, or not for all of you. But I do think just some of you feel like this person has a lot to learn, maybe in some ways, but there's attraction there. And we're moving into Page of Swords, right? So this person might be a little bit relentless. This person might be a little bit relentless, Sagittarius. Like, you're telling them what you want, you're telling them what you're looking for, and they might kind of pull away for a little bit, and they may try to kind of watch you and figure out what's a better way, what's a better angle that I can take with Sagittarius. How am I going to win Sagittarius over? You know, what does Sagittarius want? Sometimes with Page of Swords, we're dealing with someone who's gathering information, who's trying to figure out what they want to do. I have heard some tarot readers refer to Page of Swords as the stalker card. I don't see it in that way. I don't feel it as that intensely, you know, especially in your energy right now. But I do feel that this is someone who is feeling like they have to get a little bit more serious about you, and they're switching their plan, they're switching gears. Okay, maybe the flattery didn't work, the romance didn't work, sweet talking you didn't work, and now they're trying to figure out how they can come at you in a different way, what they can present to you in a different way. A lot of strategy, a lot of strategy, which makes me feel, Sagittarius, that you need to be very clear in your words with this person. Do not mince words. Do not feel like you got to sugarcoat anything. Do not feel like you've got to save their feelings, because they're going to keep trying, and you need to just be very clear and let them know that, like, this is it, this is what I want, or leave me alone, right? Like, they might be trying to come up with different ways, or come up with different angles, or different ways of convincing you, and you're not in an energy, Sagittarius, where you're wanting to be convinced. You're not in an area where you're wanting anybody to change your mind. You're like, dude, like, you need to be this or you need to be gone, right? And this person just might be a little bit relentless. Some of you are dealing with a relentless person. Okay, so they're going to be showing up, and they're not going away. They're not going away until you give them a chance. But you need to make them prove themselves. Here's this Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles is a journey. It's a road, right? So somebody might come and be like, you know what? I'm so ready to give you what you want. I have everything taken care of. I've got everything planned out. But this is somebody who's been watching you, and they know what you're looking to hear. Even if you haven't known this person for a very long time, you have to keep something in mind. Sometimes I tell people, oh, this person's watching you. And they're like, oh, but I don't have social media. Or, oh, I don't see them that often. They're very, very good at figuring people out. They're very good at reading people. This is someone who's very good at reading people. This person is paying attention to your responses. They're reading in between the lines. They're analyzing you. They're figuring out your energy, your body language, your tone, the way that you're writing things. They're picking up on things that you don't even realize. This is somebody who's really good at being detective in this way. So they are presenting back to you what you're wanting from them. So Knight of Pentacles is coming up telling you, okay, this person's really into you. This person's really relentless. They're not really giving up. They want a chance with you, but you need to let them prove themselves. Let them walk a couple of miles in this person that they're presenting to you before you can really begin to give them this chance. Otherwise, it's very tempting for this person to just be like, you know what, I'm in, I got in, I can just kind of go back to the original way that I was, or I can just kind of try to sneak in these other things, and Sagittarius will be okay with it, and Sagittarius will just kind of accept it because we're already together, we're already dating, we're already couple, whatever, we can go back to the way things were. So Knight of Pentacles for me is the making somebody prove themselves card. And I'm not talking about a couple of dates, I'm not talking about a couple of weeks. You know, some of you are in this energy with this person where we're talking about a month or a couple of months even. And some of you might be like, well, no, I don't want to wait that long because then they might leave, like if I'm not moving along faster. Well, that's okay, because if that's the case, if this person does leave, you've made a statement to the universe of what you're expecting and that you're not willing to compromise, and then the universe will respond and bring you the person that you're demanding, in other words. So I really feel that you all have somebody being very persistent, like not wanting to take no for an answer. For some of you, it could be an ex that's, reappearing. For some of you, it could just be somebody that you're meeting who's pursuing you very persistently. But you need to let this person walk a couple of miles before you cut them that break. You've got Three of Wands. So this is telling me that as you're coming into this energy, as you find yourself holding out, holding out for your hero, you're going to find opportunities are coming your way, and which you are going to be meeting new people. Okay, so you not only are going to have this one person that's pursuing you as you're holding out and you're coming into this energy and you're remaining open, and you're not being like, negative, or you're just like, we'll see what remains to happen. As you're in this energy, you have other people coming in, especially in a love reading, Three of Wands, it can be three different people. That are coming in. But overall, the message with Three of Wands in tarot is this is somebody very on the threshold of opportunity. Even abundance coming in, or something, a gain being received from their hard work. They're putting something out there into the universe, and it's coming back, and it's paying off for them. So as you're in this energy, it's going to pay off for you. For a lot of you, it's even going to bring in a higher vibrational soulmate, because you're holding on in that vibration. Okay, those of you who are in a relationship and you're making it very clear to this person that things need to change. Three of Wands could even be where you all are expanding your thinking together, or you're helping this person to just kind of open up their mind and see the bigger picture and have some kind of growth and be a little bit more productive and take a little bit more of a lead, and take a little bit more of a risk in doing things that are going to make them grow, make them succeed, make them move forward, make them advance the relationship. But it's not going to happen if you give in to this person and let them be like, just flattering you or sweeping things under the rug. All right, see, we've got Five of Wands. So this is going to be competition. Sagittarius, I feel that for the majority of you, this is people kind of competing for your attention. I really do feel that. I feel very strongly where you might even be with someone, and you may have more than one person coming around trying to convince you to leave that relationship and to be with them. I really do, because the energy that you're coming into is such a fiery energy, and you are a fire sign. It's attracting a lot of passion from others. You're very filled with passion. You're passionate about your life. You're passionate about receiving. And I think that's a big one. We manifest through being open to receive and believing that we receive, and or that we're worthy to receive. And not only do you feel worthy to receive, like, you've got a lot of passion around it. You're almost like demanding of it. And so this energy is attracting a lot of other people who are going to be finding that very irresistible, finding that energy very irresistible about you, and wanting to be with you, like kind of fighting over you, to the extent where if you are with someone, they're having to step up. They're realizing that, hey, there's other people here. I'm going to have to step up if Sagittarius is going to want to be with me. So you're going to have to make a decision at some point what you want to do. Some of you are very fed up with love, and you're like, you know what, you can just keep trying if you want to keep trying, but I am not in the mood right now, and I'm going to focus on some other area of my life. And if you prove yourself eventually, you prove yourself eventually. But just, you're in this energy where you're not going to deal with silliness. You're not going to deal with anybody wasting your time. Gemini had a very similar energy, and so I kind of feel that too, that you guys are maybe, even though I know that one's an air sign and you guys are fire signs, you guys might be affected by the energies in a very similar way right now, or you might have Gemini somewhere in your chart, or Gemini might have Sagittarius somewhere in their chart. But there's definitely this energy of just like, I'm not going to compromise anymore. I'm not going to compromise. I've been through too much in my life to feel like I have to carry another person. And when you're holding to this energy, your person is going to come in. The universe is going to hear you, because you've told the universe, I no longer accept this kind of a partner, or I no longer accept this kind of a relationship. So if somebody needs to be in my life, this is where they need to be. And the universe will respond by giving you that. So let's go ahead and see what the message is for you from your soulmate. This deck is a very beautiful deck, but the cards themselves are not named the way that tarot cards are named. So we're going to look at the picture, see what message comes in for us from the picture, and then I'm going to read the message for you on the back of the card. And be sure to check out your moon sign and rising sign videos as well, guys, because some weeks that might give you more information. All right, so here we've got, it feels to me like an offer made, okay? An offer is being made, but there's a request for understanding. There's a lot of those little flashes around her, which make me think of the little, I don't know if they're called dandelions, but we see them in the springtime. They're like white and fluffy, and you blow on them and they just kind of scatter. I feel like your soulmate might see them as a very temporary person or a very passing person, and they want to know that you're going to hear them out, that you're going to listen, that they have things that they want to tell you, they want to make you understand. They know that you've been hurt, they know that you've experienced losses. They feel that you're guarded when they meet you, but they're wanting you to hear them out. They're wanting you to hear them out, and they're wanting you to feel like you can trust them and to come to them, right? So let's see what the message itself is here. Love will die if held too tightly. Love will fly if held too lightly. Okay, so I do feel that this is someone that's really going to work very, very hard to keep you around. Some of you are already with this person, or you've already met this person, and they're trying to figure out the right way to make this relationship succeed, but they're trying to find their balance, right? If I hold on too hard, it's pushing you away. If I try to play it cool, then it's not convincing you. This person needs to grow up, and this person needs to figure out how they're going to be able to step up and to apply the right kind of energy. But they're wanting you to see that they're trying. They're wanting you to see that they're trying, and maybe they're a little bit tired, and that's okay. You don't have to, put your life on hold. But maybe, my darlings, you do need, to be speaking up and to be more clear, to be giving more direction, more instruction about specifically what you need from this person, because they're not getting it. They're confused and they're not getting it. Okay, they're trying, but they're not getting it. You might be like, oh my goodness, how much more could I be clear? I've been so very clear. They're not getting it. They need a little bit more direction from you, specifically what they're doing wrong. Okay, so if you're meeting a new person, again, being very clear about your expectation from the beginning. And the more that you're standing your ground in that way, the more you're attracting these people that are like wanting to be with you. So you're not going to be alone. But you're probably a very smart person, Sagittarius, and other people, maybe, I'm not saying this in a mean way, they might not think the way that you're thinking, or they might not be the same kind of intellectual energy as you. And so you need to be more clear. You need to present things in a way where this person can understand really what you're looking for, or if they're not cutting it for you, why, right? Like they don't get it. You need to be more clear, more direction. Like they want you, they just don't know how to go about this, right? And so they might try to charm you. They may try to kind of, let's not talk about the problem because I don't know how to fix it. Let's just focus on the good things. And you're like, nope, that's not going to work. So you need to be more clear about how they can fix the issue, or how they can step up, or how they can prove themselves. You need to give them specific examples of how. And then you need to give them some time and a chance to prove themselves before you just jump in and say, okay, everything's perfect now, right? Because then it's very easy to slide back into the old things. But I do feel like they just need direction from you, Sagittarius. They want you. They just need, direction from you. Okay, my dear. So again, if you would like a private reading, the link is in the description to schedule. Check out the moon, sun, and rising sign video. And if you would like to cross watch, you can do that. And the weekly forecasts, guys, they're very helpful. I do weekly forecasts for spirituality, money, family life, growth, all that other important things. So be sure to check out the weekly forecasts as well. Thank you so much for liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing. I'm wishing you all the best, my dears.